Hey everyone, welcome back to Analyzer Casey. Let's talk about a moment we've all had as data people. You run a query, you double check your joins, you swear your where clause is airtight, and then the results come back and you're like, why does this patient have a birth date from the 1800s? And why are there four versions of male in my gender column? Sound familiar? If you've ever looked at a data set and thought, this is giving chaos, you are not alone. Today's episode is about data quality and how even the most brilliant SQL logic can't save you if the data going in it is a hot mess. We'll also cover data integration because let's be honest, merging data sets from multiple systems is where things get wild. We're going to walk through three different cleanup methods using SQL, Pandas, and a clever Python function with dateutil to show you how to spot problems early and clean them like a boss. Let's go. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What's the worst data mess you've ever inherited? Or what's the one column in your system you know is always wrong? Part 1, creating a mess on purpose. To fix bad data, first we need bad data. So here's what we're working with: a tiny fake patient table that represents a very real world scenario. We've got patient IDs, birth dates, gender values, and insurance types. But the fun part? The formats are a mess. Watch this. Patient 101 has a date like 1984 12 30. Patient 102, 12/30, 1984. And 103, 30/12, 1984. Gender is sometimes a capital M, sometimes male, sometimes a lowercase m. And insurance, Medicaid, Medicaid, and even null. So we've got three different date formats, three different ways of writing the same gender, and inconsistent text case. We load this into an in-memory SQLite database using SQL Alchemy, basically a disposable playground so we can clean without worrying about writing to disk. Fast and clean. Then we pull it into a Pandas data frame with Python. We're going to select everything from the patient's table. Boom. Our chaos is now visible. Now we can fix it. Part 2, SQL-based cleaning, strings that behave. Let's start right in SQL because sometimes it's fastest to fix problems before the data even hits Python. We run this, select patient ID, date of birth, and then we're going to trim and lowercase gender, and we're going to rename that column as clean gender. Then we're going to lowercase and trim off the extra space on insurance and rename that as clean insurance. We're going to pull that from the patient's table. Let's break that down. Trim is removing invisible junk, extra spaces at the start or end of a word. You'd be shocked at how often data looks clean but has hidden space characters. Lower is putting everything into lowercase so that Medicaid, Medicaid, and Medicaid become identical. That gives us clean lowercase values like lowercase m and Medicaid. But it's not perfect yet because male is still showing up in full text and M is technically different from male. So next we bring in Python to help. Cleaning dates with dateutil. Dates are the silent killers of data integrity. Different systems store them in different formats. And if you try to sort, filter, or group on those inconsistencies, your analysis will fall apart. So we're going to try this code instead. This is a smart fallback function. First, it tries to parse the date using United States format, which is month, day, year. If that fails, it flips to day, month, year, like they use in Europe. If it still fails, it returns NAT, which stands for not a time, basically a null placeholder in Pandas for dates. Now we apply it to the date of birth column. This gives us clean, sortable, uniform data values, even if the original format was a dumpster fire. Part 4, gender normalization, is all about the map. Now back to gender. Even after lower trim, we still have lowercase m, male, lowercase f, female, and even possible typos like male or female in bigger data sets. We do this, we're lowercasing everything, removing extra spaces, and mapping everything to one of three categories: M, F, or other. Then we run this code. Now male, M, and male all collapse into M. Same with female. And anything else, typos, blanks, unknowns, get filed under other so your dashboards don't explode. Part 5, why this matters for integration. Here's the real world scenario. Imagine you get two data sets, one from Clinic A, one from Clinic B. Both use slightly different formats for gender, dates, and insurance, even column names. If you join those together without cleaning first, your joins won't match. You'll double count patients, your reports will lie. That's why you clean before you merge. That's also why we save our cleaned columns alongside the raw ones, so you can trace every transformation. This method we just did, SQL, Pandas, dateutil, value, mapping, is something I use constantly. It doesn't matter if you're in healthcare, finance, HR, or retail. Bad inputs make bad analysis. Clean your data. Part 6, protecting the pipeline. Once you've got clean data, lock it down. Save clean versions as views in SQL. Write documentation for your mappings. Use checks if your database allows it. Automate your parsing function if you're working in production code. Even if this is just a quick analysis for your boss, build these habits. They'll save your neck when something breaks. All right, let's recap. We built a messy patient table on purpose. We cleaned strings with SQL. We parsed dates flexibly using dateutil. We mapped genders down to usable categories. And we talked about how this scales when merging real data sets from real systems. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What's the worst data mess you've ever inherited? Or what's the one column in your system you know is always wrong? If you liked this episode, hit like. If you want more SQL and Python that makes sense without the fluff, hit subscribe. And if you've got a teammate who's been yelling at Excel all day, send this to them. Until next time, keep cleaning, keep questioning, and keep analyzing with curiosity. I'll see you in the next episode.